Hey, I'm Abe, and today we're getting under the hood of Kiss of Life by Sade. Sade, as hopefully many of you will know, is not only the immortal elegance and velvet tones of Helen Fola Sade Adu. Sade is also a band of demon musicians. And something that only musicians playing together can do is create really distinctive pockets or grooves based on the idiosyncratic playing of multiple musical personalities and the synchronicity of when those come together. Sade's songs have some of the most beautiful feels and playing ever recorded, especially within their idiom, which I think they've pretty much created, or at least moved into its own space. You might recognize Kiss of Life as well, getting sampled in Doomsday by MF Doom. Doom and Madlib is another great exponent of using drums that don't knock too hard and rely more on the actual swing and pocket and groove in the playing, which is a really cool device I think to employ in your own production. The drums on Doomsday aren't the original drums from Kiss of Life, but you will notice that there aren't that many MF Doom songs I could think of where the drums really smash you. It's more they're there doing their thing and he can kind of glide over the top of it. So a lot of that was a long-winded disclaimer about why these drums on my session will not feel as good as the drums on Kiss of Life. Mine have been quantized and straightened out for purposes of lessons with melodics, because it needs to be on a grid in order to aggregate the timing, but this means they're not gonna push and pull the way that an organic drum part might. If you look at some of the greatest drummers' parts on a grid, you'll see often things are way late or way early to where you think they might be, but when you hear them in context, it just sounds perfect. And if it had been quantized, it would have lost some of that magic elasticity that makes us want to dance and makes it feel good. So let's check out the chords to the verse. A major 7, F sharp minor 7, D major 7 9, C sharp minor 7, B minor 7, F sharp minor 7. So what we can see happening here with the chords, the voicings are quite interesting. You got a major 7 on the bottom of the A major 7, very piano-y voicing, but also relying a lot on the trust as a band that the bass player is going to play the root, so you might not have to. Same with the that one, which is a D in the bass, got an F sharp in the keys chord. Now these are the chords that were put up for a lesson, so I don't want to 1000% attest to the accuracy of them being the exact voicings on the recording, but I'd say they're pretty close. The sound I've got on those chords is just a Lounge Lizard chorus, a little bit of compression, a little bit of EQ, not doing too much. And then I've got a really reverby piano, which is the cinematic grand piano patch in Ableton Live, hitting that reverby melody note. And I think I've got that doubled by a little Juno patch. Oh yeah, nice. And then I've got a delightful saxophone. I might have already said this, wind instruments are really hard to do well in MIDI, and this is no exception. I think it gets by because the part's so well known, but I think under a microscope it's going to struggle to stand up. Anyway, we're here. The bass part, beautifully played by my friend Jonathan Burgess, who has, just let me check this, got the tone and nailed it on a Schecter Diamond J5 Plus, which was definitely not the bass that they used on the original recording, but it sounds great. So let's have a listen to that part. And we'll put that against the other instruments. Let's bring in the drums. So I've got a kick. It's a Mob Deep kick, probably not what they were using, but I've made sure it's not very heavy. I think I've EQ'd out some of the low end. Yeah. And then the snare. Also one of Havoc's sounds, but with a sort of reverb to give it a bit more vibe. 80s era. And then a second snare. That's a Prince sample. Closed hi-hat. Let's go back to the chorus, we'll run back to the verse. Open hi-hat. And then another little subtle hi-hat, which I just used that thing. Listen to this. That's like a Dilla open hat, I guess. And some chimes. Verse. Obviously, minus the majesty displayed by Sade the band for real, but these are the parts. Here we go on the chorus. Chords to the chorus: B minus 7, F sharp minus 7. That's it. I've got the Juno doubling the chords that are on the Lounge Lizard. What Juno patch is this? Oh yeah. Tell You Know is a pretty decent Juno. It's good. The bass in the chorus. So good. Hi-hat pattern changes a little bit in the chorus. Mostly those 3 hits on the open hat, I think. And then the guitar part. Sade's guitar parts are so great. So that sound for me was just a tally into amplitude, like twin copy. I think the most interesting thing going on, that's just a compressor, is trying to get the reverb in the ball part, which was like short but wet. It's kind of interesting. So without ethnomusicologizing too much, this speaks very much to me of like African style approaches to guitar. Obviously there's like funk elements as well. But yeah, basically using a guitar as a rhythm instrument or percussive instrument primarily, and then melodic instrument maybe second, although the two definitely live in symbiosis. I mean, we don't have to get too deep, but that was the guitar's role for a long time. And I still think the instrument is often at its best when it holds that role. Or my own favorite styles of playing are definitely moving in that world. Now, checking out who played guitar for Sade, I forgot, but Stuart Matthewman is the primary guitarist and saxophonist, and also served as core songwriter, producer, and musician since the formation in 1983. Known for his subtle, atmospheric, and funk-influenced playing style, he is a key architect of the band's signature sophisti-pop sound. Thank you, Google AI. That is a great synopsis. So strings come in, verse 2, and they open up the second half. Percussion chorus 2. The percussion was pretty standard, kind of conga loop, but it did the job, got the vibe across. So what are some takeaways we can bring to our own music making? If you're looking for unique feels and grooves and pockets, make music live with other musicians. That's where the magic happens. That's where the sum is greater than the parts, and so much of the unquantifiableness of the way something feels, or the moment that's captured, or the feeling that's captured happens. If you're programming drums, or playing drums, but particularly with regards to like producing drums, maybe try focus on feel and groove over physicality and volume, and see where that might land. If you're producing or arranging in the studio or live, really consider the role of each instrument. That's a big one. If it's a band or a production with multiple players, or you've done everything yourself, either way, maybe see what things feel. If things are feeling good, maybe don't quantize the drums, maybe don't nudge the instruments right on the beat, and just see how that perfect imperfection might actually serve the song better. Sweet. Hope this has been helpful. Catch you next time.